So this is a review of Enda's program and working with Enda. This is my honest review. I'm a mindset coach myself. I've been a mindset coach. I've worked with lots of mindset coaches, with hypnotherapists, and I know what the market has to offer. And I've had a couple of incredible experiences. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am without them. And I've also had a couple of not so great experiences with, especially with hypnotherapy, not working for me at all. And so I went into this knowing all of this, taking it with a generous grain of salt. And before working with Enda, what I was experiencing was a whole bunch of things that had to be done. Not enough time in the world to do them. Managing revenue, managing energy, managing a family as a father of two, managing a business, managing client and client results, etc., as an entrepreneur. And so I work with Enda not to do more. I work with Enda not to spend more time doing things. I actually work with Enda to do less. I work with Enda to do a lot less and do the right thing at the right time and to be intuitively driven and guided towards what I wanted to do. And the results were incredible. But before I get into the results, let me explain what the process looks like. So one of the things I appreciated was the level of thoroughness that Enda has and his process has in terms of the depth to which the questionnaires go into uncovering what is it that you're struggling with, how do you feel about it, how do you think about it, etc., versus somebody who's jumping on a Zoom call with you and be like, all right, this is what we're going to do today, right? So the level of thoroughness. Now, the changes happen right from the get-go. Like if you're someone who wants instant results, who wants, like, as cliched as it sounds, as soon as possible, Enda's your guy. Like right from the get-go, first session, boom. Right up, I mean, I remember texting Enda and being like, dude, this is like, it's like the floodgates have been opened. I'm not hesitating. I'm doing things that I'm intuitively guided to do, and they're working, and everything's just blowing up, and I'm not judging myself. I'm not procrastinating. There's no overthinking. There's no, like, what if this doesn't work? None of the usual shit that comes up. Now, the second session is to lock things in, but you've already moved so far by the end of the first session that the second session looks like a brand new thing that you're working on altogether. And so with that said, I have rarely come across people who have such a thorough understanding, not just of their art and their craft, but also of the individual, as well as the energetics in the whole thing. Because a lot of people look at it logically. Enda has a very left and right-brained approach. He's got a very logic, pragmatic, and then spiritual approach as well. And so I would highly recommend Enda to you, especially if you're a person who doesn't want to sit around tweedle-doing their thumbs and waiting for things to happen, or who doesn't really have 6 hours a day sitting around journaling and chanting into their navel, or reading a lot of books, or going to YouTube University. Like, if you're someone who's busy, wants to get shit done, wants to move fast, doesn't want to spend time going round and round in circles thinking about what their mom said to them at 7, Enda's your guy.